Hey guys, it's Brandon, aka B.Rich Beauty, aka your beauty best friend. Happy Friday, y'all! Well, comedian Monique is no longer blackballed. They released the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills trailer, and it looks like Devon Franklin and Megan Good may have actually had a pretty clean divorce. We're talking about that and a lot more. You know what to do. Grab your tea, grab your beverage. Let go! What's going on, Beauty Besties? Happy Friday, and thank God it's Friday. Y'all, we've made it to the end of another week. Take a sip. How was your week? Was it good to you? Did you power through it like the boss that you are? Baby, this is our first time talking for the week, really spilling the tea, and I apologize. But let me tell y'all, Beauty Besties, how crazy this week has been. Y'all know I was in Charlotte last week, so I flew home from Charlotte on Monday night and then had the nerve to be up at the courthouse for jury duty sugar at 8 a.m. Side note, why did they make y'all be there at 8 a.m. if the show doesn't really start to 9:30, 10 o'clock, and folks were coming in late? Y'all know I was 4 minutes late arriving to the courthouse. I got there at 8:04, and I was high-stepping it like I was on somebody's drum team or drum line or whatever. You know, the little marching band people with the high kicks and the high steps and the little pole and the baton or whatever they call it. Child, I was rushing to get in there just to find out that, obviously people were there on time too, but folks were still showing up. I could have slept a little bit longer. But baby, I'm so grateful, and don't get me wrong, I appreciate the jury selection process. I'm so grateful that your beauty best friend did not have to sit on anybody's jury and listen to anybody's case, because y'all know those things can be unpredictable, and I got things to do. And so that was Tuesday. Then on Wednesday was my first day back in the office here in Miami with my MAC family and the rest of my Estee Lauder family brands. And y'all know I have not been in anybody's office for like 2 years. So that was a production in and of itself. And Thursday, I don't even know, but today is the day that the Lord has made, and we are here together. So guess what? Y'all ready to talk about these hot topics? I am rambling. I apologize. I told y'all I missed y'all. Y'all ready to talk about these hot topics? Let's do it. Baby, I've heard of the Mile High Club, but I did not realize the Mile High Club could exist outside of the privacy of the bathroom and the seat next to you. Child, did y'all hear about the man that got banned for life from Southwest Airlines because he was caught masturbating multiple times in his seat on his flight? What are y'all doing? Y'all gonna get enough of letting Twitter, the black Twitter, the dark Twitter, and all the other Twitters get y'all in trouble, honey. This man was, and this happened on April 2nd, y'all. This man was on a whole flight and decided that he needed a little in-flight activity, okay? And decided that he wanted to masturbate a few times. So here's the story. So on a Southwest Airline flight from Seattle, Washington to Phoenix, Arizona, which by the way is still on the same coast, so it's not even a long flight, but I digress. Antonio McGarity, I hope I'm pronouncing this man's name right, shortly after takeoff, took down his pants, took out his member, and began pleasuring himself. How did he get caught? Well, the female passenger that was sitting next to him took pictures and video of him, in the act that she later turned over to the authorities, and that's how the man got caught. But let's talk about this a little bit further, okay? So apparently, the man said that he thought it'd be kinky to, rub a few out in flight in his seat and not go to the bathroom. He couldn't even give the people around him the common courtesy to go to the bathroom. So Antonio said he asked the woman next to him basically for consent, and that she threw her hands up in the air and was like, it really doesn't matter. So it sounds like you gave this man consent, sis, and became an accomplice in his actions. Well, she said that after him masturbating for a whole 60 minutes, one whole hour, he masturbated 4 times, y'all, within the hour. But first of all, I'm not even asking that question, but y'all know what I'm thinking in my head. Don't we get a little messy? Okay, anyways. So after the 4th time, when he decided to doze off, she said that she got up. She said that she got up, went to the flight attendant, and that's when she relocated her seat. So sis, you sat there and bore witness to this man pleasuring himself for 4 whole times. 4 whole times. And not a word from you. Okay? You sat there and watched this man pleasure himself for a whole hour and then decided to get up. Not in between the intermission break of him pleasuring himself, but then you decide to get up and then go change your seat. Y'all, what would y'all have done in this? If y'all sat there and witnessed, and I wonder, because, you see the mugshot. I mean, the man's not ugly, but he's not like a looker either. But I'm just saying, do you think she sat there because she was trying to reduce the shock value and not look appalled? Did she sit there because she was a little intrigued? I mean, I just don't know. To each their own. However, what would y'all have done if y'all sat next to somebody of the opposite sex or even maybe the same sex and they just started all of a sudden pleasuring themselves for a whole hour? I can't make it up. I can only report it. And then now the man is banned from Southwest Airlines for life. So I don't know. So they're saying that he's banned from Southwest for life. So I guess the man could actually take the show on the road and do this on all the airlines till he gets banned from them all. And now he'll be, greyhounding himself through the United States and or anywhere else. Ooh, child. But let's move on. This is a family show, allegedly. But I want to know what you think. Drop them in the comments. Let's move on. Well, it looks like pigs are flying and the devil has arisen, okay? So while we're over here recovering from the slap heard around the world, Monique and Lee Daniels out here, repairing a 13-year feud and rift between the two. Now, if you guys have not seen the headlines, Monique has, for the last 13 years, has said she's been blackballed from the industry because of Lee Daniels and then Tyler Perry and Oprah. And basically, with all their forces combined, she has been a baby sat in the corner over the last 13 years. We have not seen her work over the last 13 years. And so now there's been a course of events that, looks like it has put the ball in motion for Monique to be taken out of corner and off a timeout in terms of being blackballed in the industry. Now, 50 Cent made a post not too long ago saying that he was going to work to get Monique back on television. Then fast forward, T.S. Madison has a show on Fox Soul and had Monique on and she talked about it. And then also T.S. Madison interviewed, Lee Daniels and really kind of continued the conversation about what the issue is and how they can move on. Well, fast forward, Lee Daniels took to the stage in Staten Island doing Monique's show and physically apologized to her. First of all, good for Lee for apologizing. Second of all, after 13 years, it took him to say, I'm sorry. He admitted to, Monique being not only just, an employee because obviously, she starred in Precious and he was the director, but they were best friends. And this has caused a huge rift between the two. And he's working on repairing it so much so that they also just recently announced that Monique will be starring in Netflix called Demon House that actually Octavia Spencer was supposed to star in. And now Monique will be replacing Octavia and starring in the show herself, which is a great step for her. So, baby, just like, the original Aunt Viv, when Will Smith took her out of timeout and she was no longer blackballed, we started seeing her working, and now Monique already got a gig lined up. Now, my question to y'all is a couple of things. One, should Monique accept Lee Daniels' apology? That's the first piece. Second of all, now that Tyler Perry's been roped into this and, she made accusations of Oprah being a part of the collusion of blackballing her, do we think Tyler Perry and Oprah will actually speak out to physically apologize? And I feel like Tyler has always kind of, skirted around the situation saying that he never said anything bad or this and that. And, Monique has said on record that she's had conversations with Tyler, has apologized for her, but he's never done it publicly. Well, we see Mr. Perry, who, by the way, counseled Will Smith after the slap heard around the world, actually make a public apology to Monique as well. And or will Oprah even ever say anything? Because, it's Lady O. Technically, she ain't got to say nothing. But will we see these other people apologize to Monique in the direct and indirect impact it has had on her career, the way Lee Daniel came to the stage and apologized to her? Now, I'm excited to see Monique get back out there. I think, whatever happened, she's learned whatever lesson it was designed to teach her, and hopefully the other people as well. And at the end of the day, like Lee Daniels said to T.S. Madison, Monique can do it just as great, if not better. She's the baddest. He says she's the baddest bitch out there, right? So, and I agree. I think Monique is extremely talented, and I can't wait to see her back on screen. Again, y'all let me know y'all thoughts here. But apparently, the pigs are flying, hell has frozen over, and everything else in between, and Monique is making a comeback. Good for you, Mo. So did y'all see the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills trailer, y'all? Ooh, baby. First of all, can we just talk about something before we talk about the trailer? The cast photo itself for them, and all silver with the silver and platinum background, is like 1,000 times better than Atlanta. I don't know why Atlanta got like glamour shot style cast photos and Beverly Hills got Hollywood style cast photos. But just because the Atlanta girls are just down south holding peaches does not mean their cast photos shouldn't be as fabulous. And I'm telling y'all, that cast photo really wore me out for Atlanta. I hate it. But apparently sitting on chairs is a thing in these cast photos, and we see all 8, including the newest housewife, Diana Jenkins, in this cast photo. I'm going to tell you a couple of things, though, about this cast photo. Overall, everybody looks great. Erika Jayne looked like she got some fresh Botox for her resting bee face, right? You know, Rinna's Rinna. She's going to give you classic Rinna right here. Sutton even looks amazing. Dorit looks great. But, I got questions for these people that edited this photo. I don't know what Garcelle did to y'all, but it took me a minute to realize that the only chocolate drop in this picture here was actually Garcelle. Like, I scanned back and forth and was like, oh my God, did they add a new Indian cast member? Not Native American Indian, but like Indian descent cast member. And I was like, whose Indian auntie is this that they've added to the cast? And then I had to zoom in and was like, what did they do to Garcelle's face? Why did they edit Garcelle? Y'all not gonna tell me that this looks like Garcelle Bouvet's to y'all. This does not look like Garcelle. This looks like somebody's cousin auntie that threw on one of Garcelle's wigs. Garcelle, sweetheart, I don't know what you did to these people during post-editing, but baby, they did not do you right in this cast photo, okay? But what I will say is in the trailer, you know, the diamond photo that they do during the actual episode, they're in all red, and they look spicy, muy caliente, and cute, and Garcelle looks like herself. Wavy, flowy hair. This cast photo, though, for Garcelle is the pits, but this cast photo is cute. And look at the friends of the show, y'all. Come on, Kathy Hilton. We see you all extra snatched in that outfit with your little updo. Come on, Cherie. You better look cute. I am loving that the friends of the show look great. The cast photo looks good, aside of, you know, Garcelle not looking like herself. But let's talk about the drama. Y'all know because Dorit house got broken into, Dorito was going to milk it. We see some emotional scenes between her and PK as they talk about the break-in. We see the security footage. I wouldn't expect otherwise. And obviously, Erika Jayne is still taking us on this ride for her life with this lawsuit with Tom and everything else. But what I can see is Erika did not learn her lesson from last season when they talked about her showing some remorse and humanity for these victims. She looks like she is still up to her same privilege BS. And granted, if Erika has nothing to do with these victims, that's one thing, but people want to see that you care, that these victims are victims and they're not called victims just because it's a Sunday, okay? So it seems like Erika is still on her cold-hearted mess and her drama. It looks like Diana is coming in and Rinna is just trying to destroy relationships and attack folks like Rinna does. And Diana's like, if you need me to be the villain this season, I'm gonna be the villain. But I'm gonna tell you what really works at my heart is Crystal and this whole eating disorder that she seems to be constantly plagued by. I feel like that's gonna be her storyline even more this season. And it looks like Mama Garcelle says, I am now OG and y'all aren't going to treat me like you do the help. And so Garcelle looks like she's pulling out the big guns along with the big afro to really stand up for herself this season. I'm here for it all. And by the way, between you and I heard there's a cease and desist letter happening right now between Kathy Hilton and her sister. Baby, the drama looks tasty. this season for Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So it premieres in May. Are you guys going to be watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? Do y'all need Jeremy and I to bring the band back together out of hiatus and talk about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills once this premieres? Because it's going to be juicy, honey. A lot juicier. Well, I'm going to tell you, Atlanta looks juicy too, but these cast photos just look a lot better and a lot more polished. So y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm going to put the link for the trailer in the description box of this video. Y'all can watch it if y'all want to, or y'all can head down to Bravo on Instagram and watch it there too. You know, I'm all about making life easy for y'all, okay? So y'all let me know what y'all think about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and this trailer. Well, it sounds like Hollywood might actually need to take a masterclass from Devin Franklin and Megan Good. Child, they're going through this divorce like it's a cakewalk and as easy as Sunday morning. So much so that Megan didn't even hire an attorney for herself, and Devin did most of the legwork. He filed for the divorce. He even asked the judge to move forward with the divorce because Megan didn't show up for court either. And apparently, before they even filed for divorce, Megan and Devin agreed on how they want to amicably split their properties and finances and everything else. They're not even seeking spousal support from each other. Baby, when I tell you this is a great example of Black excellence getting divorced, I think it also has a lot to do possibly with their worth as well combined. Not that I'm saying that their financial worth isn't a lot, but I feel like when you have these bigger, high-profile couples, if we were to dare to say it, if Will and Jada would get divorced, or Denzel and Paulette, or anybody else that we see with these big names and these big bank accounts, that's when it get messy. But apparently, they led this divorce with love, honey. And so all the people out there getting divorced, because even old boy Keenan from SNL is even getting divorced after 11 years. Y'all need to call Devin, excuse me. Y'all need to call Devin and Megan and figure out how to do it and keep your business out the streets, even though it is entertaining. And on that note, guys, I got to go. You know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave me a comment. Oh, I can't go anywhere just yet. You know why? Because I owe you all a thank you. Baby, your beauty best friend has crossed over 2,000 subscribers to the channel. Can I get a whoop whoop, a fist pump, and a toast? I love y'all. So cheers to 2,000, and 3,000 is right in view, and I can't wait to celebrate that with you all as well. And in all honest love and seriousness, thank you for supporting your boy and watching the channel. And on that note, don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you don't miss out on all this good old melanated magic sugar. Who loves you? I do. Have a great weekend. Bye.